In the windswept steppes of the 13th century, legends spoke of a Mongol princess whose hand in marriage could only be won by defeating her in battle. 100 warriors tried, 100 warriors failed. This is her story. Her name was Khutulun, niece of Kublai Khan, great-granddaughter of Genghis Khan, and the most feared warrior princess of the Mongol Empire. From a young age, she trained not in embroidery, but in wrestling, horseback riding, and archery, the holy trinity of Mongol warfare. Khutulun lived during the reign of her father, Kublai Khan, ruler of the Chagatai Khanate. The empire stretched across Asia like an endless sea. Its armies feared from China to the Middle East. But the Mongol court was no fairy tale for princesses. It was a forge for warriors. Khutulun was stunning, but suitors quickly learned her beauty came with a price. Her father decreed, any man who wished to marry her must first defeat her in wrestling. If he lost, he had to give her 100 horses. The outcome? By the end of her life, Khutulun owned over 10,000 horses. Her first challengers underestimated her. They laughed as they stepped into the ring and gasped moments later as they lay flat on the ground. Khutulun was lightning fast, using her opponent's weight against them. Word spread. Warriors came from across Asia, not for love, but for glory. And still, she won. But Khutulun was more than a wrestler. She was a soldier. She rode into battle alongside her father, leading cavalry charges that split enemy lines like a knife through silk. Chronicles say she would grab enemy soldiers by the throat and drag them from their saddles as her horse thundered on. As her victories piled up, so did the legends. Some claimed she had the strength of 10 men. Others said the spirits of her ancestors guided her in battle. Her unmatched skill in wrestling and war made her both feared and envied. Kublai Khan often used Khutulun's reputation to intimidate rivals. When negotiations stalled, he would simply say, "My daughter will meet you on the field." Few argued after that. She was not just a warrior, she was a weapon of diplomacy. In the end, Khutulun never married, at least not in the way the legends describe. Some say no man dared face her. Others claim she refused to settle for anyone less than her equal. Either way, she remained free, her name forever tied to her independence and power. Khutulun's life became legend, so much so that centuries later, her story inspired the character of Turandot in Western opera. But the truth? She was a real woman, a real warrior, who defeated over 100 men and rode into history undefeated. History is full of warriors the world forgot. But here, she rides forever. Subscribe for more untold stories of the past.